That's true. True, true, true. Right, okay, guys. I'm still working out half of this stuff over here, so you have to excuse me on some of the things here. But welcome along to the Liverpool West Accrington Stanley watch along. So let's go over the team news then, which is what I wanted to put up on there. Trent Alexander-Arnold starts behind with Wataru Endo, Gerald Kwanzaa, and Andy Robertson, and Quahim Kelleher in goal. Why is Robertson playing yet another game? Slots midfield is Tyler Morton, Harvey Elliott, and Dominic Szoboszlai. Good to see him back, get some minutes. Then up front, we have Diogo Jota, Rio Nguma, is that? And Darwin Núñez. So that is the starting lineup. Substitutes. Oh no, actually Robertson is a substitute, isn't he? So in the actual selection is Kelleher, Alexander-Arnold, Endo, Kwanzaa, Tsimikas, Morton, Elliott, good to see, Szoboszlai, Nguma, Jota and Núñez, Jaros, Bradley, Robertson, McConnell, McAllister, Naoni, Diaz, Chiesa and Dans. But even for this game, does Chiesa start? Wow. He must be very unfit, eh? What do you make of this, guys, with Chiesa? What's going on over there? Do you reckon he's, reports are maybe he might leave? Do you reckon that could happen? I don't know, but it's not looking good. Anyway, guys, we're about to kick off. What's the time? Oh no, we've got about 6 minutes yet. We're okay there that way. Yeah, Chiesa, kind of strange. It's good to see Elliott in the starting lineup, though. I was going to start to get worried about him, whether he's going to. I think Slot made the comment the other day about players coming back from injury, how they like to be given time, all this kind of stuff, and blah blah blah. But really, if you think about it, I mean, as soon as he wasn't even out of a knee brace, Canate, and he was actually on the field playing. So yeah, still in a knee brace and playing. So yeah, but Elliott's been reasonably well. He's been back from injury since November, and this is the first time we're going to see him, more or less, apart from a slight cameo appearance, if I remember rightly. So, is he in the manager's plans? Is what we have to think about that one, really, because he maybe doesn't like the physicality side. I don't know, but at the same time, you've still got to weigh up the fact that he's a really good player. That's the thing about it. He's a very good player. He is really. But let's go up to the comments. So let's post something, shall we? Kick off in 4 minutes. Kick off in 4 minutes. So what are we expecting? What's the score? What's your let's put that in there. What's your score prediction for this match? Let's hope we start well, because starting well is so poor. I mean, if anything, they don't need any encouragement, Accrington Stanley. They just come in here. There's no pressure on them. They've probably been enjoying themselves in the dressing room there. They're at Anfield. It's a dream for most of these players to even be here. So, do you know what I mean? It's no sort of like big thing from that perspective, but it'd just be nice to see. It'd just be nice for us to start well. Anyway, they're coming out onto the pitch now. Coming out onto the great Anfield pitch. Arnie Slot is waiting, probably to greet the manager. And Alexander Trent Arnold is the captain, leading the team out. And the Accrington Stanley boys are looking all around, and they're clapping, and they are really into it. You have to let me know the atmosphere, lads. I cannot actually, obviously, listen to the game, otherwise we'll get a copyright strike for infringement somewhere along the line there, I guess. So, I'll listen to it in total quiet. Interesting. I love the FA Cup. I come from an era where the FA Cup was just so special. It's lost its love affair to a certain degree now, but to what it used to be. But still, nevertheless, it's a fantastic opportunity, isn't it, for Accrington Stanley? That's the great thing. And there's been giant killings down over the years. I mean, it's not like we can just take this for absolute granted. I mean, it's, yeah, even our second or third choice team should be able to win here, but at Anfield in front of the home fans and stuff. But who knows? Anyway, so it'd just be interesting to see. Let me know what the atmosphere is like, guys. If you're tuned in, probably brilliant, I expect. Yeah. So, what do you think, Chiesa? No Chiesa starting. I thought this might be a game he might start in. Actually, I mean, if he's not going to start this game, he's just never going to. I'll be surprised if he stays in January now, because it's not a fitness issue anymore. There's claims he's homesick and stuff like that, but I mean, it still would, while he's here, would want to play. So, I mean, do we actually sort of not rate him to that degree where he can't even come on a cup game like this? I mean, that's just madness for me. So, I mean, he'll probably come on at some point, but I mean, to not start this game, I think is bad sign. Bad sign. Anyone who's not really in favour in the first team, um, anyone who's not in the first team thoughts, let's go over the team. So we got Kelleher, Semikas, Endo, Kwanzaa, Arnold, Sabozalai, Morton, uh, and for their team they've got Orr, Rawson, Love, Martin, Woods, Kubeni, Woods. That's gone too quick. I'll read out the whole team there. So we've got this young boy in Guma. What a player! Be interesting. I'm so looking forward to seeing him play. That's exciting. So we kicked off then. So Accrington Stanley play it out long. They're going towards the Kop as well, by the way. They headed out themselves, so it's a Liverpool throw-in deep in the left-hand side for Liverpool. And they've started fast, and they're looking to catch us out around the back. Gallagher manages to receive it and heads on over to Trent Arnold, who plays it. Just puts too much on it for Darwin there. Otaro is tracking back, and is that a corner or is that a goal kick? Corner. Is it? No, goal kick. Didn't see who it came off. We've got a goal kicking. Goal kick. It's with Trent Arnold. He's bringing it out now. And no, sorry, that's Kwanzaa. He crosses it to Wataru, who puts it back to Gallagher in the goal. He plays it back out now to Trent. He looks to run on behind and receive the ball back. Goes into the centre of Darwin Núñez, who plays a really silly ball to, I think that was Morton. I mean, he's 3 or 4 yards away and he's blasted it at him. What's the point? He's got no finesse, no, Simicast now on the left-hand side. Looks to play it forward to, it's a good interception, good cut off. And it's our throw in deep in their half on the left-hand side. Simicast is going to play that in. Anyway, guys, let me know what your score predictions are going to be for this match. That'd be interesting to know what you think. It's always a difficult one to gauge, isn't it, these kinds of games? Because it can either be a rout or it can be a tight game because just FA Cup magic. You just never know. That's with Rotaro Endo at the moment, just inside the halfway line. He plays it back to Kwanzaa, who's in a deeper position. Plays it on out to the right-hand side to, I think that's Morton. Taro Endo again. But it's a lot in our own defence at the moment. He plays it forward to Trent, who'd gone nicely into space, actually. He plays it short to Morton. Goes on out to Harvey Elliott. Seems to be out on the wing. Simicast now crosses it in. Dealt with. They defend it. They clear it. And they look to do a counter-attack. Rotaro Endo does enough. And that's probably going to be the way the game's going to pan out, with them looking to do counter-attacks when we're in advanced positions. Now, Wataru Endo is not the quickest, and in that one-on-one race with Walton for Acrington Stanley, he nearly got done there. He managed to actually get tackled from behind and fall over, so that kind of killed it off. But I mean, that's one thing we're going to have to be a bit careful with in the last line. If he's the deepest defender, not to get caught out. He's got to give himself plenty of space to be able to sort of deal with these counter-attacks. With Kwanzaa now, plays it over to Wataru Endo, who's seen a lot of the ball, too much of the ball, because it means we're just knocking it around at the back, which is what we're basically doing. We're trying to take the sting out of their early kind of enthusiasm, I guess, but even so. So Bosolai there went to make a run through the middle, but it was slightly offside, I think. It was a little bit overhit as well. Trent. Dimacas. Inside our own half. Plays it back to Wataru Endo again. Seeing more of the ball than any other player at the moment. That's with Trent. Oh no, Kwanzaa. He looks to bring it forward a little bit more, show a bit more enthusiasm. Getting forward. Now this young boy, which I've still got to learn his name. Trent in quite a forward attacking position there. We look to move it quickly there, but doesn't come off. But we're looking quite sharp when we do get it forward, and we look like we can penetrate them quite easily at the back once we really get into this. But we're overhitting things, which has been a theme of the recent games, of course, overhitting stuff, and just a bit more composure, lads. That's all you need. Right, here goes Jota now. Jota. It's brought down. Is that Kwanzaa? On out to Simicas, plays it inside to Sabozalai in the centre of midfield today, and on out to Trent, plays it out to Harvey Elliott on the wing, looks to cut inside. Now it's with Trent again, just weighing up his options. A quick pass into the attacking third, but nothing. All comes to nothing. Wataru Endo does a foul. And there, number 23, but gets away with it. Not worried about Wataru's pace at the back. I don't want him to get too exposed. And cleared off the line by Darwin. He headed the ball as if he was the defender there, and headed it over. Yeah, rubbish. If this guy doesn't go this month, I'll be absolutely stunned. He's absolutely useless, Darwin Núñez. Can't even remember when he last scored. But he headed that ball on goal like a defender. Actually headed it over, as if he was defending the ball. He headed it over as if as if he was a defender rather than the attacker trying to score a goal. Perhaps that's where we're getting it wrong. We need to stick him in defence. We should do better there, because he sure is doing absolutely zip in attack for us. Right, Kwanzaa now passes it on out to Simicas. He looks up, plays it back to Wataru, who is seeing just about most of the ball at the moment, which is not good because he's the defender. Kwanzaa made a deep run, loses it, but they got no one forward, so they play it back under pressure. Darwin Núñez trying to put the keeper under pressure. Up in the midfield now with Acrington Stanley, and they play it back to the keeper. Looks to play it long, which he does. That's with Wataru. He'll probably play it back to Kelleher, and he does. Kelleher looks up, plays a short one to Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa plays a more tricky one to Wataru Endo, who has no time to deal with that. Simicas shanks it, goes all the way over to Kwanzaa. What's he doing? And don't know what happened there. It must be is it an offside or a free kick, or I don't know. Anyway, play it quickly. It's on down. I think that was for Jota, but he doesn't quite meet it. It goes out of play. Jota, of course, coming back from injury, still not at his best by a long shot. Looks a little bit rusty still. That's to be expected. Day for Acrington Stanley, of course, to play at Anfield, to be so low down in rankings for a team to be playing at Anfield. We've been seeing some interviews with the players before, and something for them to cherish and remember forever. They're not going to be playing Liverpool every week, but this young 73 looks a bit techie. It's good. Wataru Endo again with the ball back to the goalkeeper Kelleher, who looks to play it to Kwanzaa, who puts his hand out to say, "Don't pass it to me." Worried about getting shut down. And now it's with Kwanzaa again. We place it back to Kelleher. We're playing a lot around at the back, playing very patiently here. We need to take that early sting out of the game, but there haven't been much as an attacking force yet. My only worry when we play casual like this is I don't think it suits us when we start playing casual. That's when we make mistakes and play a short pass, or just keep the tempo going. Try to make this a nothing game. It's only Accrington Stanley that want to make it an amazing day, amazing game kind of thing. We just want to get it sorted, get it done, and all that kind of thing, and just win the game with a tie, and that's it. Right, Sabozalai plays it on out to Trent. He plays it into Kwanzaa. Still in our own half, still in our own defensive area. Taro plays it on out to Trent. Looks up and plays it to Jota. Seems to be on the wing for some reason. Wanza into Trent. That's going to be offside. Jota, I think he was offside there. I don't think the linesman saw it, but he was actually off. Well, they look to make they look to make these breaks, but that's 2 or 3 times now. Wataro's intercepted and dealt with it fine. It's Morton on to Simicas. Plays it on to. He's tricky, this boy. Simicas looks to cross it in now. Feints it, doesn't cross it in, keeps going with it into the box. Nicely through. Oh, Darwin, no. We pick it up in midfield there, and Simicas does 3 feints, like as if it's going to cross it in, and doesn't. He then plays it. He then plays it in, and it's Szoboszlai does a dummy. It's played through for Trent, who then ricochets. The ball ricochets, comes back to Darwin, and he blazes it over like he's a rugby player, like he's playing rugby. He's a bit under his feet, to be fair, but again, wasted opportunity there. Should have scored from that, really. Trent just sizing up his options now. 25 yards in our own half. He puts it over to Kwanzaa under no pressure. Acrington Stanley just looking to defend at this moment in time. And that's played out to, I think that's Harvey Elliott, but goes out. Quite an awful ball, really. It's good to see Harvey Elliott after his injury and his time, not playing hardly any minutes, really, since since the injury. We've just not seen him. Bit of a shame. Right, it's with Acrington Stanley now. They play a long ball through, and they are coming into the box here. We need to deal with this. What are we doing? Oh, it's all 6s and 7s at the back there. I mean, they just knock a long ball in, and the guy, don't know his name, on the wing, crosses it in, and it just causes chaos. What's that about? Right, it's their throw in, 20 yards inside our own area. We've got possession back with Simicas, who takes it back to the keeper. He knocks it long on to Harvey Elliott, who jumps up, misses it, but Jota heads it and manages to keep control. Now Harvey Elliott's moved on, just outside the box. He plays a nice ball through. Oh, this kick. Dear, oh dear. Right, it's with Rotaro now. Endo looks up, plays it across to Kwanzaa. Plays it forward to Trent. That seems to be the pattern. Endo, Kwanzaa, Trent. Endo, Kwanzaa, Trent. Jota. Kwanzaa now in acres of space. He just brings it forward under no pressure. Now he starts to get pressure, looks up and looks to pass it on out to Harvey Elliott. Plays one inside for Jota, who loses possession of it, but Szoboszlai wins it back. Back with Rotaro Endo now, who plays it into Szoboszlai again. He looks up, plays it into Simicas, plays a 1-2, and then it's with Nguma, is it? This young boy, who's really ticky, he's so good. Simicas now, we get a corner, I think. Yep. Corner to Liverpool. This young boy is, we can see what all the fuss is about. What a player. Simicas went to cross it in, but it came off the defender, so it's out for a corner on the left-hand side. So Szoboszlai is going to take it. Puts it in deep. Oh, it's just headed away and cleared. But Szoboszlai picks up the return, looking up to cross it back in again. takes his man on, gets ball back, we get a free kick about 20 yards inside their half, 30 yards from goal. Looks like Simicas is going to take it. He's probably just going to dink one in here, I would think. Two players in offside positions at the moment, Jota and surprise, Darwin. Ball played in. Often Stanley deal with it, but it's got out for a corner. Put him under some pressure now, guys. Acrington Stanley have basically just sat back to defend, really, but they haven't really. They have been actually nothing going forward. There was that one early attempt where they nearly got in behind Endo, but he basically did well. They actually fouled in Endo in the end, so he managed to get. But outside of that, it's been nothing really. So okay, corner now on the right hand side. Simicas plays it in deep. Acrington Stanley deal with it. So now to Simicas again. Harvey Elliott picks it up about 30 yards out, moves forward with it, plays a cute ball forward for Darwin. And what's he going to do? He's looking up. Looks to play it back. He plays it back to Harvey Elliott, crosses it in. Trent in acres of space, by the way. Deal with Trent. Plays a nice cute ball in to Darwin, but they deal with it well. They defend that one well. It's with Acrington in the midfield now, who look to counter-attack us. But we've got most people are back now. They've taken too long with that, so everyone's picking up. Play a long ball over the top though. Down on the left-hand side, they cross the ball in. Simicas deals with it. Corner to Acrington. That's what they're going to look to do. You know, they're going to look to do this type of counter-attacking. Definitely. Wally, their number 7, is going to take the corner. One man on top of the keeper. The rest are sort of all fairly outside the box kind of thing. Comes in. Now, was that? Did he get a hand to that? If the keeper got a hand to that, it's another corner. Came in quite deep. Had to be dealt with. But it looks like he didn't touch it, so it's just gone out straight out for a goal kick. Oh, I think he gets a touch on that. Yeah, gets a touch on that, the keeper. Oh, that is a goal kick. We got away with that one. Yeah, should be a corner. Well, I can see. So there we are. So we got Kwanzaa now. The 6-yard box, kicks it over to Mataro. He plays it back to the keeper. The person who's had the most touches and the most possession in this game is Mataro Endo so far. He's seen loads of the ball, which is not good. It means we're not down the other end of the pitch. Simicas now plays it back to the keeper. We're just knocking it around at the back. Trent looks to make a bit of a way for Kwanzaa to pass it to him. He bypasses him, goes on out to Elliott. He plays it back to Kwanzaa. Playing keep ball at the moment. Right, Endo plays it into the midfield where Darwin picks up. He gets robbed. Back to Ataro. With Kwanzaa now. Kwanzaa's just weighing up his options. Plays it back to Endo. Plays it on out to Darwin, who's come out on this left-hand side. He skins his man, runs past him, and then falls over. Now he's rolling around. He might have been fouled there, but wasn't that much in it. This is foot trodden on, essentially. Painful one, actually. Anyway, he's up. He's fine. So 20 minutes gone on the clock. We've just had that one attempt, really. We've had a few corners, but I mean, considering the opposition, we should be peppering their goal. I mean, as I say, Endo's been had the most of the ball so far. Throw into us 25 yards in their half. He plays it back to Kwanzaa. Now it's Trent with Trent. Endo. Plays it across to Kwanzaa. Plays it on out to Jota. It's very deep today. That's our keeper. Good to see a good turnout for this game. Too many spare seats. Right. Darwin was looking to receive the ball. He kind of got pushed out the way. I think it's going to be our throw. So the ball just ran out. No, it's their throw. Wow. Can we give them there then? Love plays it forward. Goes over everybody and Endo receives it. Who else? And number 73 now, this young chap. Looks to do a bit of trickery, but lost the ball. Just watching replays now. Yeah, back into action. So they're on the attack now. Go to cross it in, but it goes behind for a goal kick. But I mean, they were showing replays, and then it come back to that. There was already well on their way to the goal. The manager looking a bit pensive. Right, Rotaro now, and Rotaro is playing it back to Simicast. The whole pace of the game is just not there. So pedestrianised now, the game. Still, with the keeper, he hasn't. What's going on? Wow. Callagher is walking it to the goal. Taro Endo now looks to play it across to Sabozalai. Plays it on out to Trent. Trent now looks up, cuts inside to Sabozalai, receives it back from him, and now it's with Harvey Elliott. He's running back towards his own goal to support Trent. Doesn't need him though. He crosses over to Kwanzaa, and it's now with Rotaro. Endo. Trent in midfield looks to play a long ball through to. Oh, nice footwork from this young boy. The star of the day for me. Every time he gets the ball, it looks exciting. He looks to get it in there. Was there a handball there? Right. With Trent on the edge of the box, looks to play it in. Darwin gets in the way because it would have been much better suited for Morton. And so frustrating pair. Nunes. I think most of us just had enough of him now, haven't we, really? We're just fed up with it now, really. It's so predictable. Everything he does is just wrong all the time, you know. Oh. Right, it's with Sabozalai in the centre of midfield, who plays it out to Trent. He plays it out to Kwanzaa. It's now with Harvey Elliott. Plays it back to Trent. Harvey Elliott again. That's it. That's better. Let's move it a bit quicker. Simicast. Oh, it's right in front of goal. Is it a corner? It's going to be a corner, I think. Bit of mayhem there. Simicast plays it in, plays a nice ball in. Actually, it just gets off the defender's head, but it also comes off of. I think that was Morton's head. It plays over to Jota, but the keeper and the defender get in the way of it and poke it out for a corner. Simicast to take it. He plays it in deep. Goal kick. Lautaro with his gum shield in. Lautaro in that. Love you. It's him who got the head to it. Actually, it comes off his shoulder. In fact, a goal kick anyway. Well, Acrington will be happy with this. They've got 27 minutes gone now on the clock. Still 0-0. That's what they would have. That's what the manager would have been saying to them. Just keep it down, keep the score down, keep it down to 0-0. That's all you got to do. Right, Endo now. Plays it through to Morton. Morton twists and shimmies, hits it against an Acrington player, comes off for Simicast, and it's back with Endo. Endo now looking up to play it forward, plays it forward to Kwanzaa, who runs into the midfield unchallenged, plays it forward to Szoboszlai, who makes a right ricket of it, and now they're on the attack. They've got 4 in this attack as well, 4 versus 4. Getting back now, and he ends up running. If they got a free kick now because of that. Free kick, Acrington. Mistake by Boya. Maybe we call this guy. Right, so standing over it is Wally, looking to play this in. Free kick. Free kick comes in. Headed away by Simicast, only to the edge of the area. Acrington pick it up, pop it back in, but it's with Szoboszlai now. He plays a nice ball out to Trent, nice on to Darwin. Darwin, cross it. Yep, Jota, 1-0. Yes. 1-0 Jota. Great move, actually. Great break. Darwin had the opportunity there to shoot. The obvious choice was Jota, and he actually chose Jota. And so he squares it to Jota onside, just pokes it in. 1-0. 1-0 Liverpool. Breakaway. Typical Liverpool breakaway, that. Szoboszlai just plays a cute ball out to Trent. Perfect weight on it. He plays it then forward to Darwin, onside for once. And then, now is Jota onside there, actually? Very, very tight if he was actually onside there. There's no VAR, I don't think, on this match. He looked a little bit ahead there from the other camera angle. I haven't seen the nice camera angle from the side, but been given. Perhaps he was just on. Looks as if he was slightly off. The ball was played. Anyway, 1-0 Liverpool, 30 minutes gone. One of the first real proper attacks of the game, I'd say, really. I mean, read that one before there, but anyway, Trent has it, and it's with Endo now. Endo to Kwanzaa. Trent plays it forward, manages to reach Harvey Elliott, who plays it forward. It comes off an Acrington defender who plays it forward, but Trent gets it back. He puts it straight, and then Trent gives it back to him. Oh my lord! And then a long ball into the box. Oh, Their number 25 had a bit of a tussle with Endo there, and he was almost on the goal side of Endo, and luckily the ball just didn't kind of fall kindly for him. That could have been interesting. What do you think of Wataru Endo in defence, guys? Done all right. He's seen loads of the ball. The biggest thing you always worry about with him is the one-on-one stuff, because he hasn't got the greatest pace, and get some speedy player he's up against, that can be where we can have a bit of an issue. Now we're tartassing around with it at the back. We managed to get it forward. Now Jota plays that too far ahead of himself, gets cut out, but it goes back to as far as Trent. We're on the attack again with Harvey Elliott now. Harvey Elliott into Trent. Trent looks up, just inside their half. It's now with Harvey Elliott. He plays it out to Mbuma. I'm going to call him for the moment. Have a look at. Need to get his name right, guys. Don't I? That's pretty bad. Ingamoa. It's been good, Ingamoa. Right, it's with Elliott now, just outside the box. He looks to play it into Jota, but it comes off the defender. He's just trying to shepherd it out for a goal kick. I don't think that came off the defender. I think it probably is a goal kick, that one. Rio Ingamoa, what a player. What a future he's got. Endo back to the keeper. Fiercely back to him. He had to do a bit of footwork there to control that one. And it's with Kwanzaa now, who's unchallenged again. They've got to put more pressure on us if they want to get anything from this game. I would say they just let us have it wherever we want, really. A little bit more in the midfield, they start to go, but we've got it in our own area. There's no pressure. But Ingamoa now, a little bit of trickery. I think he keeps that in, does he? No. Yeah, I'm sure he kept that in. Oh well, free kick to throw into Acrington. Acrington manager's laughing about that one. Not too sure that went totally over the line there. That 33 minutes gone, 1-0 Liverpool. Jota scored the 29th minute. It's been played in centrally by Endo to Trent. Plays a nice long ball forward, goes straight through to the keeper. Jota will claim he was impeded there, but I think it was just strength, really. Defender's got a right to hold his ground. Keeper looks to throw it out, does he? Yeah, keeper throws it. Liverpool have a free kick, do they? Or is that offside? Offside, so Endo's going to take this about 10 yards inside our own half. Back to Kwanzaa. Looks to come forward, plays it across to Endo again. Back with Kwanzaa. Jota is in midfield at the moment, plays it back to Trent. Trent does a nice turn and pass to Elliott. He comes all the way back to Kwanzaa to keep possession under pressure there. Endo on out to Tsimikas. Tsimikas plays it inside to Sabozalai. Back to Endo. Plays it back to Heller. He's looking to keep the ball for a few minutes here, guys, by the looks of it. All we've got to do is win the game. I mean, you might think, oh, it's Acrington Stanley. Why can't they go out there and absolutely absolutely batter them and get 7 or 8-0, but it doesn't. I mean, at the end of the day, we just want to win the game. Really, we're in total control of this game at the moment. That can change, of course. Under pressure there, Trent back to the keeper from Endo. Gallagher looks up. Is he going to play it along this time or do another short pass? He short passes it. Excuse me. To Endo. Endo back to the keeper. Right, it's with Jota now. Seems to be all over the pitch. Plays a nice cute one forward to Darwin, who just falls over. It's on to Elliott, though. Elliott shoots it straight at the keeper. There's an opportunity. Probably had a little bit more time than he thought there to deal with that. But Jota tries to play one over the top for Nunes. Claims he was being pulled. Doesn't look like he's being pulled there. On out to Harvey Elliott, who just doesn't get enough on the shot. Szoboszlai in midfield now. Plays it on to Trent. Trent looks up. Plays it out to Harvey Elliott. Seen quite a bit of a ball in the last 5 minutes. Tries to slip one through there, Jota to Trent. Didn't quite come off. But we've intercepted it again. And it's with Tyler Morton now. Morton, Elliott. We've intercepted that one as well. They look to do a counter-attack there. It's with Darwin on out to our guy there. Ingamoa. Simicus over the top to Ingamoa. Ingamoa misses that. With Acrington and Stanley. They look to defend this situation, trying to keep the ball. Back with their defence now. They look up, they look to play a long one. It's dealt with by us in the form of Kwanzaa, who gets it back to Trent. Trent now into the midfield of Jota, back to Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa plays it across to Endo. Endo plays it to Simicas and acres of space. He looks to do not much with that. Almost does a short pass to Tyler Morton. That's what I mean. When you start to take your foot off the gas and just start cruising the game, you do these little things, just passing a ball in a little bit too slow to what you should be doing. That's what we saw there. Right, it's in the midfield now with Kwanzaa. Plays it on out to Simicas. I mean, it's just a lot in defence here. We could be... I mean, they're not actually really even penetrating us. They're not actually getting tight to us or anything. No, we should be getting this up and getting this into the box much more. We should be 2 or 3 up by now. We're so far ahead of them in terms of... Szoboszlai looks for a free kick just outside the box, doesn't get it. And I think that's right. Plays it back now. It's with Trent. Trent plays it off the Acrington Stanley defender. But it's Tyler Morton with a long-range shot, 25 yards over the top. What do you think of Tyler Morton, guys? Do you reckon he'll stay? Do you reckon he'll go out on loan? Do you reckon we'll sell him? What do you reckon about Tyler Morton? It's with high regard a lot in the thing, isn't he? Of the club. So we're coming up to nearly 40 minutes on the clock, and it's 1-0 Liverpool. Absolutely deserved to be ahead. We've lost the game. I don't know what the possession stats is. They haven't shown that yet. But I mean, they haven't had a lot of the ball. They haven't really looked to close us down and penetrate us anywhere, even in defence. We just get loads of time with the ball here. No one's put any press on. I mean, the one sort of shame of it all is really with the attacking play we've got on the pitch there, why we've not managed to fashion more chances than we have. It's been around the defence and midfield a lot. But it's in defence with Acrington. They play it back to the keeper. He hits one over the top on out here on the right-hand side, but Szoboszlai just gets in front of him and takes the ball off him. Easy. Now Jota into the box. plays it to Darwin, who turns to hit it and blazes it over. I think it come off the defender, so it'd be a corner. But yeah, just on a turn and strike. Difficult to see how much of that was down to a poor shot from Darwin, or it come right off the defender's leg, so straight over. So in effect, not a bad attempt actually by Darwin, because he just turns and shoots and comes off the defender, so we get a corner out of that. Freeling in gold for them. He's looking to command his box. Heads out by Acrington. We've got to get better on our corners, guys. Our corners are awful. I mean, we get a lot of corners in matches. Can you imagine what sort of advantages we could have if we could actually get good at making the most of our corners? They're just lumped in and they're straight off a defender's head, who was marshaled in the 6-yard box anyway. But if we're going to do that, you must just do a short cross and do it from that side, that kind of a way. Right, anyway, it's with Harvey Elliott now, who skips past, tries to cross it in, comes off the defender, and they kick it out for a throw-in on the far side. The breaking play for the moment while they get the ball back for the throw-in, which is going to be taken by, I think that's Jota. Is that? No, that's Trent. He plays it to Jota. Jota goes all the way back to Konza. Now Simicus in a lot of space. Looks up. Doesn't go forward. Just looks up and plays it to forward. Ngoa. That's with Kwanzaa inside their half. He plays it forward to Sabozalai, who plays it back to Kwanzaa. Now it's with Endo. Now it's with Tyler Morton. Morton into Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa onto Trent. To Jota. Plays a rather loose one, but we get away with it. Endo. Well, guys. Endo plays a deep one forward to Harvey Elliott. It's too much on it. Goes straight out for a goal kick. Far too much on that. That's another thing that's been creeping in lately in our games, is we're seeing a lot of misplaced passes, overhit passes. We're not picking up many second balls and all that kind of. I'm not including this game in that, but that's been the sort of thing process we've seen there. Chiesa's warming up. I really thought he'd start this game. I mean, if you're not going to start this game, then I mean, you have to say he's probably off on his way in. If he's not on his way in January, he's going to have a really long season where he's just never, not going to be playing, because if he can't play in this game, and we got this young kid out here on the wing who's having a good game, by the way. He's playing over an international play, like Chiesa. Oh, what a goal! What a goal from Alexander Trent-Arnold. An absolutely brilliant goal. He receives it. It's around about 28 yards, between 25 and 30 yards away from the goal on the right-hand side. He looks up and he just blasts it from where he is, and it goes top left-hand corner. Great goal. Wow, that really was a goal. Let's look at it here on the replay. Wasn't expecting it. It ricochets back. Morton picks it up. Sabozalai plays it out to Sabozalai, and then 25 yards out, Trent hits that. Maybe 20 yards, actually, to be fair. Absolutely fires it. Top left-hand corner of the goal. But what we're going to start seeing probably in the second half now is Accrington Stanley will have to take more risks, which will leave more open gaps for us. And I think, it's going to be interesting. 46 minutes gone. It's only 1 minute of extra time, so there won't be much left in this now. Yeah. Minicas, nice defensive third. Ingamoa plays it across to Trent. Trent looks up, looks to play a ball for Jota, but way overhit. Sometimes he doesn't need to do the sort of eye-catching, incredible 50-yard balls, And if he's going to do it properly, do it better than that. Anyway, that was awful. Anyway, half time, guys. So it's half time. Liverpool 2, Accrington Stanley 0. Goals by Jota on the 29th minute, and just before half time, Alexander-Arnold. Great goal. Accrington, in an assessment, Accrington have just looked to really contain things. Haven't really done very good at that. They've not put any pressure on our defence at all. They've looked to stay back and make things difficult, but they've ended up not even really doing that. We've just played around them, really. Should probably have had more goals, you feel. But it's 2-0. It's 2-0. We're cruising the game, absolutely cruising it. What Slot will do second half, I don't know. Will he bring a few more subs on, perhaps? I don't know. We'll look to see what he does there. And Accrington will have to come out and be more aggressive going forward. There hasn't been any aggression from them in the game, actually. They've not put us under pressure. I think in particular at the back, there was that little bit in the first 5 minutes when they looked to do the long ball thing and then get it into their front players and then for them to run at us. And Wataru Endo nearly got caught out in the first 5 minutes, kind of almost to pace. So whether they might look at something like that and think, get it up to near Wataru, and because the attacker looks like he's got the beating for pace of Wataru Endo. But we'll see what happens. Anyway, guys, I'm going to take a slightly short break here, and I'll be back in a mo. Yeah, let's just what do we do about that? Stop marking here. Okay. Well, just looking at Ungamoa and his brilliant first half really display. Showed some great tech ability there, didn't he? Now Chiesa is coming on for the second half. Be good to have a little look at him now in the second half. I'm really pleased about that. I mean, I was starting to think, well, if he doesn't play in this game, he shouldn't even be starting this game. Let's be honest about it. I mean, if he's not fit enough to play 90 minutes now, there's something severely wrong. I mean, this is not about fitness anymore. But anyway, he's on. He went off. Was it Harvey Elliott? It was Harvey Elliott that went off. He played, seems to pick up Harvey Elliott's position. Right, so we're playing towards the cop. Darwin in front of goal. Ricochets off the keeper. Looks really up for it now. Chiesa. Oh, Chiesa with a shot just off to the right hand side of him there. Just off to the right hand side. The keeper gets a touch to it. It's a corner for us. It was all started off from Darwin. Actually, he got into the box nicely, jinked it around, took a shot straight off the hands of the keeper. Just a reaction save, didn't know. Darwin Núñez picks it up again, gives it to Chiesa, who tries to hit it in possible angle. Really, the score from there hits into the side netting, but it actually gets saved off the keeper. Does quite a good job. 2 saves there the keeper didn't know much about. Right, the corners come in, don't do anything with it again. They look to break. It's with Simicast now. He plays it back to the keeper. Now the interesting thing with the second half now is that Acrington are going to have to come out. I mean, there's no point in them sitting back defending now. They're 2-0 down, which is obviously going to leave gaps. On top of that, Darwin's down injured, by the way. On top of that, when they do come out, it's going to leave more gaps for us, obviously, to get in. And of course, also on top of that, they're going to obviously get more tired because they didn't see much of the ball. I didn't see the possession stats, but they didn't have much of the ball in the first half. And Darwin goes down under, don't know what happened there, really. Someone trod on him or something? I don't know. Seems to be his ankle. Still down. Looks like Henderson could be the offender. They're zoning in on him pretty much. 47. Well, the Accrington Stanley manager would have given his halftime team talk. Looks like Darwin may. Is he going to come off here, or is he just going to see how he shakes that off? Takes an obvious knock to the ankle there. Quite see what happened really, but takes a knock to the ankle anyway. If it's sore, I wouldn't even keep him on, to be honest. Yeah. Oops. Dog. The background. Right, so we've got Kwanzaa now. Right, he plays it up to Chiesa. Chiesa's being held back quite a bit there. We're winning the free kick there. Well, Chiesa's come on 2 minutes, had a shot, and won us a free kick there. Right, it's into the midfield. They're looking to push up a little bit more. Obviously, as I say, Accrington have got to come out and play more now. The first half, just sitting back defending just hasn't worked for them. And they take their first shots. They're in the box, still in the box. They're still with the ball. We get it back now with Trent Arnold. He takes a long ball, trying to get to Darwin, who's back on, by the way. Doesn't come off. But it's back with Accrington down on the left wing here. He plays it forward. Kwanzaa intercepts out for a throw to Accrington. So Accrington has started the second half a lot better. than they did the first, that's for sure. They're looking to get a bit tighter, get a bit further up the pitch, which they have to do, of course. They're 2-0 down. There's no point in them. The first half tactics of sitting back and defending just isn't going to happen now. It isn't going to work now, of course. So they've got to push forward. What this will do, though, is leave gaps, you know. So even there now, if the right ball had been played there out from defence, we could have been away. Wataru Endo back defending, heads it down and just plays it up the line. And now Jota's on the ball, plays it forward, but it gets defended. Trent now plays it on out to Chiesa. Chiesa lets it skip through his feet. And he's coming on into the box now. He's into the box. Looks to play it across, plays a deep one across, meets with an Acrington Stanley defender who plays it up to the halfway, and then they knock it on to their forward man, who actually comes out on top of Wataru Endo and Tsimikas. Fought hard for that ball. Still with them in midfield. Back to their defence now. They look to play it forward, and we now look to attack with a bit more. We now look to, defend, getting everyone behind the ball. Who came off for Chiesa? Was it Szoboszlai then? I'm trying to think about who's actually come off here. Morton's still on. I think it must have been Szoboszlai. He's back, of course, from illness, so no point in pushing it. Big game Tuesday, massive game Tuesday. I'll do a watch along, guys, for the Tuesday game as well. So, please come and join me. I'm looking to get on my way to 100 subscribers with the channel. Please like and subscribe if you can. Really appreciate it if you do. Make this all a bit more worthwhile. But okay, sort of settled down a little bit now from that frenetic sort of first 5 minutes kind of thing. Oh, now they're in. Are they in? No. Back to the keeper. Wataru Endo was beating all ends up there, which was the point I made in the first half with that same attacker. Right, now they've got it again, and they're looking to play it through. Gets back to Kelleher. Just much better performance from Acrington Stanley in the second half than the first. Chiesa, you can see, doesn't quite have the pace there to beat the defender to that one. Going to be very rusty, of course. Played no football. It's good for him to get a second half in this. Good for him to get 45 minutes in this game. Tyler Morton plays it out for a throw-in to Acrington Stanley. About 15 yards in their own half. Played it forward by Woods. Plays it on forward. They look to control it down the wing, but lose control of it, so it's our throw. And Trent's going to take that back to Kwanzaa. 52 minutes gone. Still it's 2-0 to Liverpool. Jota and Alexander-Arnold with first half goals. And it seems to have settled back into the pattern of the first half at the moment, where we're just knocking it around at the back. They sort of drop off into a more defensive shape. So they look to start. I think they look to try and get something happening early on in the second half. Was the idea there, but it seems to have fizzled out after that little 2 or 3 minutes of a lot more pressure than they probably put in the whole of the first half. It now settles back into the pattern of the first half at the moment. Right, it's with Harvey Elliott now, who plays it forward to. Now it's Trent Arnold. Plays it across, headed out by their defender. And again, but Harvey Elliott picks it up into blue zone. Got of blue shirts there, so it doesn't go very far. They look to just play it out and get rid of it. Goes out for a throw into us, just inside their half. Right, it's played on back to Endo now. Endo looks up. He's been okay, Endo. Like I say, my only ever worry with him is the pacing behind. If any shots over the top, he hasn't got the greatest pace to get back. So he's got to pull off a foul, probably something of that nature. Right, so on up now to Darwin, who's one-on-one with the defender. The defender kicks it away, but Darwin picks it back up again. Chiesa's gone central for a moment. Played into the middle by Darwin, but it hits blue shirts, and they clear. They look to play it on up through to the halfway line to their number 23. Trent just deals with it, and it's a throw into Acrington just inside our half. Well, Chiesa's been bright since he's come on. You can see he's rusty. Someone who had the most blistering pace. I don't know if you used to watch Chiesa a few years ago when he was before he had his ACL injury. And one of the quickest players in the world. He was phenomenally quick. And Tsimikas tries to play it away, but it ricochets off an Acrington standing player and plays it into their field. Play it into their play, and then Tsimikas tries to deal with that. Doesn't do a very good job of it. It ricochets off of us actually, and out for a corner. Off of Tsimikas and out for a corner. Made a bit of a hash of that, Tsimikas. There's Andy Robertson on the bench, of course. Well, they play a deep one into the back post. Comes off of Jota. It's another corner to Acrington Stanley. Acrington Stanley are putting on some pressure now, guys. Just by getting that bit more further forward, that's all they've done. It's just get a little bit tighter, a bit closer to our goal, and there we are. Play a short one inside our own area now, looking to have a shot, and I think it goes over the bar. Thought the keeper got a hand to that, but maybe didn't. Maybe just let it go. I mean, on that corner there, they had so much space. Just comes off the bar, guys. Tsimikas tries to make a late run out to the two that are doing the short corner, but right. Trent is in defence at the minute, and he plays it over to Wataru Endo, who plays it forward to Jota, who's been kind of everywhere. Had a good game though. Endo plays it over to Trent, who plays it across to Harvey Elliott, who gets brought down. No free kick though. Vantage played by the looks of it. Tsimikas now. He's still down, Harvey Elliott. But to firm tackle that. Still down. Referee blows his whistle for Elliott to get attention. I think he's going to be okay here, but quite a heavy knock. I mean, why is that not a free kick? It's got to be a free kick. I think he might have just played advantage there, but I don't know. Wasn't in a position where you can do much with it. I mean, he gets a card. Alex Henderson for Acrington Stanley picks up a card for that challenge on Harvey Elliott, who's still down. And is now receiving treatment. Seems to be the ankle. Of course, he had a broken foot. So I was worried of anything around the feet and ankle area of just showing the Liverpool players that are on the subs bench there that are actually wrapped up in towels and stuff, trying to keep themselves warm. You ever worry this? Because obviously Elliott's had his feet and ankle problems. Has he broken an ankle before as well? He's broken a foot, and I think he's broken an ankle, hasn't he? So I was worried of anything around the feet area with him. Late challenge just catches him on the inside of the ankle. He goes down. I think the referee kind of played advantage there because he carded him after, so he saw it as a foul, but just played the advantage, which wasn't much of an advantage, but we kept the possession going. It's fair enough. But he's up on his feet and he's hobbling a bit. So the manager has a decision now. Does he bring him off, which he looks like he's going to? No point in risking it. Poor Harvey Elliott. Comes back his first game in months and he gets injured. I don't know how much of that is an actual injury. It's just a knock, really, but there's no point taking any chances with it. So we've got McConnell and Connor Bradley coming on, and they're coming on for Trent and Morton. Trent and Morton. So Elliott is staying on then. Is that right? McConnell on. Trent off. Connor Bradley on. So it's Tyler Morton and Trent off, and McConnell and Bradley on. Have a look at that amazing goal by Trent. What a goal. Well, straight into it is Connor Bradley, straight on the attack. Plays it forward to Chiesa, who looks to track back. He's just getting under pressure to McConnell in midfield, who plays it all the way back to Kwanzaa. So from attacking position, they cut the space down well for us. They weren't doing that, of course, in the first half very much. Now looking to put pressure on Kelleher. They're looking to put pressure on us all over the pitch, which they weren't doing in the first half, which they have to do. If they want to get back in this game, the only way Acrington are going to do that is by putting pressure on us. Elliott's back on the pitch now after that ankle injury or ankle knock. So with Kwanzaa in defence, he looks up, brings it forward, under no pressure at the moment. Plays it over to Connor Bradley. Now it's with Endo. Endo over to Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa plays it forward to Harvey Elliott. Under pressure, has to take it quickly over to Endo. Definitely looking to put more pressure on us, lads, in this second half. Back with Kelleher. Kelleher plays it forward to Endo. Endo looks up. Plays a nice ball forward, actually, to Harvey Elliott, who plays it forward to Jota. Darwin looking to get on the end of that, but it's intercepted by the defender. And it's now Acrington Stanley have possession. Good to play a nice one forward. It's offside. Looking to get in behind that Wharton guy. Accrington's made a few runs now. I noticed in the first 5 minutes of the game, he looked like he could actually get forward quite comfortably. So yeah, look at this down here, lads. So no doubts there. Right, a change for Accrington Stanley. Woods comes off. Must be an amazing experience for these players when they're really Accrington Stanley. They would have thought they'd never ever play at Anfield in their lives, I'm sure, unless it was through an FA Cup. It's how the only way you could do it, really. I think, obviously, but yeah. We're back underway now. Simicus plays it forward to Igabeo. Bonza plays it forward to Bradley. Bradley looks to play it forward, but it comes off the defender and out for a throw to us. It takes the throw in quickly to Elliott, who's immediately under pressure. Connor Bradley looks to move forward with it, but loses it. And now it's Accrington on the attack. A little bit messy there. Connor Bradley looking to get a challenge in, and I think it's a corner to Accrington. They've definitely been better this second half, guys. They really have. Right, they take the corner short. Oh my lord! Free header, absolute free header for Accrington Stanley in our 6-yard box, unchallenged. No one picking up the runner. Just ridiculous. And so many players there to deal with that. No one did, and should actually be 2-1 in my opinion. Just doesn't direct the header down enough. That is poor defending from us. Poor from picking up from the corner there. So many red shirts around, but not anyone near the Accrington Stanley player. I mean, I don't know. Don't like that. Right, Konza comes all the way out from midfield across the halfway line. Plays a nice ball out to Ingabello. Plays it on into Jota. Not to Konza. Moves it forward to McConnell. McConnell plays it forward to Darwin, who loses possession of the ball straight away. Now they're on the attack. Look to play a long ball forwards. Konza's with him. Simicast comes over to double up. Corner to Accrington Stanley. They're doing really well, Accrington Stanley now. They've got their heads up. But we're allowing them to have their heads up, you see, because we've been very sloppy winning possession, you know. We expect them to come back into it more in the second half because they have to, because obviously they're 2-0 down and all the rest of it. So there has to be that change there. But I take a long shot into the box. We header it out. Harvey Elliott looks to get on the end of it, which he does. Now what's he going to do? He's going back to his own, facing his own goal, puts it back to Endo. Endo picks it up now on into the midfield, and McConnell. Now it's with Connor Bradley, who plays it on to Chiesa. Chiesa's onside from that. Looks to move in place, a short one to Connor Bradley. Just can't quite get it. He has to run round the defender, and by running round the defender, couldn't get to it. That was the issue there. Goal kick, Accrington Stanley. There's a nice one from Chiesa. He sort of slots the ball through, but Bradley has to run round the defender to get it, and it's that running round that just allowed it to run out of play for a goal kick, essentially. So Elliott shanks one towards our own goal. Looks to clear it, but it ends up being a right old shank job. Down, Coops. Yeah. A dog. Jota now plays it forward to Chiesa. Chiesa sprints forward. Now it's Darwin. Darwin in front of the goal. What's he going to do? He's being shepherded out. He tries to take a shot, and it goes out for, I think, a corner. The defender is full of Accrington Stanley, is holding his back, so it looks like he might hurt his back in the process of all of that. But yeah, nice run from Chiesa. Plays the nice ball, right? Nice timing. He's onside, but he's running away from goal all the time, and of course, the defender just manages to shepherd him out. Really, corner to us though. What can we do from this corner? We need to work on our corners, guys. Our corners are awful. I mean, they're just. What's the point in having 7, 8, 9 corners a game? You know, we tend to have. I don't know how many corners we've had in this game. It must be about the 5th or 6th, not more than that. And still, you know, every one of them. This one's played in onto an Accrington Stanley head. They then look with their number 10 to clear it, which they do. We managed to intercept it. It's now with Connor Bradley, I think. And okay, Wataru Endo now, just inside their half. Looks up to play it forward to Kwanzaa. Just looking to for some reason, steady the whole thing down here. Now, Simicast moves forward on out to our young protege. Plays it forward to McConnell. McConnell plays it back to Kwanzaa. Plays it back to Endo. Now Simicas. Looks up, looks to play a ball forward. That's with McConnell. There's two players around him, but wins the right. Play the all the way back to Kwanzaa. Connor Bradley now. Connor Bradley plays it back to Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa looks to play it forward. Connor Bradley. Going between Kwanzaa and Connor Bradley at the moment. Now on out to Endo. Endo to Simicas. Simicas plays it forward. But he comes back to Endo. Endo plays a nice one forward there. To Stanley with possession now. They look to play a long, hopeful ball forward. That'll be dealt with by the keeper. And there we are. 70 minutes gone, lads. Still 2-0. We haven't capitalised on our first half goals. You could argue we don't need to. This isn't about battering Acrington Stanley or anything. We've certainly allowed them to be a bit more in the game than I would have liked, because you knew they were going to do that, obviously, to try and push forward and get forward a bit more. Now they're on the attack here. Bit of a mistake there. And they play one in. Ooh. Endo had to deal with that. Otherwise they'd have been in. Mistake in midfield led to that. We look prone to that all the time, I find. We look prone to these kind of like now Jaden Dans is coming on. And the young kid, Ingamoa, is coming off. Had a nice game to the young boy, really. We run out for him. Such a young kid. Jaden Dans comes on now for Liverpool. Those great cameo roles in last year's League Cup, of course. But it's Acrington Stanley corner now. They look to send it in deep. It's over everyone and out for a goal kick. Even worse than our ones. Right, Kwanzaa now. Look for the keeper, who has to deal with that quickly. He's being closed down. On out to Bradley. Bradley looks up, plays a long ball into the midfield, picked up by Darwin. Now it's back with Wataru Endo. Plays it on to Darwin. Darwin looks up. Plays it across to McConnell. McConnell plays a long, deep ball over to Chiesa, who gets on the ball. Oh. Nice ball out to Chiesa there, who gets past his defender. Looks to, it's a bit similar to the shot he had earlier, really, where it's sort of at the keeper kind of thing, but just goes into the side netting. There's a corner to us. Unlucky. He looks like he tried to play it through his legs. It's looked all right since he's come on, Chiesa. Someone who's played no football. Right, Simicas into the box now, dealt with by the keeper. On out for a throw into us on the far side. Going towards the Kop. Jota getting some good minutes in today. Looked a little bit sharper in the first half. He was everywhere in the first half. He was on the wing, in defence, up front. He was everywhere. Tailed off a little bit in the second half. Right, Acrington Stanley on a counter, some kind of a counter attack here. We managed to get a footing and slow all that down. Now they've played it back towards their keeper, back with their defender. Jota's trying to close him down unsuccessfully. He brings it out, the defender, and they look to counter-attack us with a long ball, but it comes off Kwanzaa, and Elliott plays it back to the keeper. So we deal with that one just. Connor Bradley now, this right-hand side, looks to play it forward. It ricochets off a Acrington player back to Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa now plays it forward to Connor Bradley. Connor Bradley plays it back to Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa just holds onto the ball for a bit too long, so goes back to the keeper. Get rid of it, Kwanzaa. There's point in holding on to it, man. Let's get it forward. Oh. Kwanzaa plays a silly ball forward. It gets out of play for a throw into Acrington. Slot does not look happy about that because it's a bit silly, really. I mean, he just took far too long on the ball, had to go back to the keeper, received it back, turns. When he finally does go to play a ball forward, he just gives them a throw in. So, what a waste of time, you know. Anyway, it's with us now, Jaden Dans. Oh, yes, skips past a couple of players there. Now it's Chiesa in the centre of the box. Oh, and it's a goal. Jaden Dans. Yes. Jaden Dans passed it on to Chiesa. Chiesa ran into the box, had a shot, come off the keeper, bounced off, and Jaden Dans picks up the ricochet. 3-0 Liverpool. Brilliant goal. Jaden Dans, what a player. We had all this with him last year. Shame he doesn't play more, really. You know, it's good enough. Jaden Dans robs it basically off the midfielder, plays a nice ball forward to Chiesa. Chiesa just gets a little bit too much weight on the touch to get it in front of him to have the shot. Just goes a little bit away from him, and that then allows the keeper to come out and smother it, which he does. But then the ricochet off the keeper, because it comes in with a fair bit of power, he gets a hand to it. It just goes straight into the path of Jaden Dans, who just taps it in from about 8 yards. Brilliant. Great goal. Really impressive goal. No problemo. So Tyler Walton for Accrington Stanley is coming on, and Kelsey Mooney is coming on. I was reading a little bit about him. So he's on now. So 3-0 Liverpool then, 77 minutes gone. And Trey Ioni's coming on. Love this player. What a player. And Wataru Endo is going off. So who's going into the back? Colin Bradley? I don't know. Backer on for a defender or midfielder. Was he just going to go in and fill in at the centre back? I don't know. We'll see in a minute. Looks like some McConnell. McConnell's back there now. McConnell at centre back. There we go. Connor Bradley onto Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa over to McConnell. McConnell looks to play it forward, which he does to Harvey Elliott. Comes back to receive it and back to Kwanzaa. You know, in this game, we've been in control of it all the time. I mean, do we really? Lovely back pass there from Connor Bradley in the path of Kwanzaa, who'd made a run forward. Now it's with Chiesa again, who has a shot dealt with by the defence, and they clear it. Chiesa's looked good, you know. And now it's back with McConnell. McConnell Manages to sidestep it and get it in. Oh, maybe it went out of play. Don't know. Thrown on the far side to Acrington. Well, it's been as easy as you'd expect it to be. Start of the second half, I felt we made it a little bit real hard work for ourselves. Now it's Accrington Stanley on the attack. Let's play it forward, but we deal with it. And now we're on the attack ourselves. Chiesa looking over at Jota, and he's also looking at Darwin, making a run in, but plays it over to Harvey Elliott. Harvey Elliott plays it forward to Jaden Dans, tries to do an adaptive sort of sidekick really into the goal. Who made the run into the box. It's a good break though. We had 4 in the box there at one point. He's just been all right. Why isn't he playing? Doesn't look that unfit. I mean, you'd argue he's a bit rusty, of course, but doesn't even look like he's got bad pace about him. He's making some good runs, looking to get into the box at every opportunity, looking to bring others in. So why is he not playing? More than that, more than the games he's getting. Trey only plays a really heavy ball out of touch. It's a throw into Acrington just inside their own half. Gazer stands close on, make it difficult for the thrower. Play it down the line. It's Konza deals with that. Trey Leone. Oh, there's a miss there from. They're in our box now, lads. You won't get tight to them then. Why are you letting them pass? Right. Drama over for the moment. Simicast now. Leone plays it back to the keeper. Connell is definitely centre back. Konza. Gallagher unusually plays it long towards Jota, gets nowhere near that, and it's back in possession with Accrington. Accrington now play it long, but they kick it. Too much slice on that. It goes out for a throw into Liverpool, just inside our own half. Simicast is looking around. Who can I pass this to? No one wants it. He's even beckoning other players in to come in, give him a shape. Plays it all the way back to Konza, who plays it back to the keeper. Didn't have many options there. Forward to Connor Bradley now. Connor Bradley plays a long ball forward, hoping for the run of Chiesa, but too much on that. Chiesa puts his hand up for acknowledgement for Connor Bradley's idea, though. Running the goalkeeper, long punt out. Konza has to manhandle the forward a bit there to deal with that, but heads it back to Kelleher. He's had nothing to do, really. He made that one save, which I thought was a corner, but it never wasn't given as a corner. That's about all I can remember him doing. Right, it's a free kick to Accrington Stanley. Looked like Jaden Dans was being pulled about there, but they've got the free kick advantage. Everyone runs into positions now to pick players up. Well, it's played forward. Ends up going all the way through to Kelleher. Kelleher's sort of looking up, does a throw out this time to Connor Bradley. He's under quite a bit of pressure there, so he plays it back to Konza. Konza across to McConnell. McConnell on out to Connor Bradley. Plays it forward to Chiesa. Chiesa does a nice bit of footwork there to get a throw in from that. Gazer looks to turn, but turns into trouble there, really. It's with Acrington Stanley now. Look to come down the wing. Australia only just doing enough to put him off, but they've still got the ball. There's a little bit of a trip, but nothing given, so it's a corner. I think Henderson probably was tripped there. But anyway. Right, it's with Konza at the back. 84 minutes gone, 3-0. Goals by Jota, Trent Arnold, and Jayden Danns. Back with their defence at the moment. Play it across the keeper. Jayden Danns really closing the keeper down. Manages to deal with it, but only gives it to Leone, who plays it back into Elliott. Elliott lets it run on for Connor Bradley, who didn't quite get it. They look to drop down, and it's a free kick to them. Connor Bradley just didn't quite get that. Nice try, nice movement from us. Nice move from us, though. Jayden Danns has looked brilliant since he's come on. Absolutely brilliant. Well, his goal, of course. Super. Right, it's at the back there. We deal with that. There was on the attack there, but Tsimikas cuts that out. So he's looking over in the corner, and Tsimikas clears it up for a throw into Acrington Stanley about 15 yards inside our half. The action fans are singing. Radioni plays it across to Connor Bradley, who strolls forward with it. Passes it on out to Elliott. Darwin. Jota. In the box, here's Chiesa. Oh, no. Oh, Chiesa had a shot at goal which comes off the upright. Beautiful shot as well. Certainly wrong-footed the keeper, but wasn't quite enough power on it. And as I say, comes off the upright. He's smiling away, but he's been good, Chiesa, today. Why is the guy not playing? Makes you wonder. If he's unhappy, he's going to be more unhappy if he's not playing. So, if he can play like this, why is he not playing? More games. I know this is a different level of a game to a Premiership game. I know, but even so, I don't see anything from him this afternoon that says he should be getting some minutes. Definitely not. They take a long-range shot straight at Kelleher, who quickly throws it out to Connor Bradley. I think he thought he was going to catch Connor Bradley off his line there, or catch him out. That's with Konza in defence. Throws it out to Bradley. He's been good since he come on. Kelleher looks to play it to McConnell and thinks again, because he's kind of a bit near the attacker there. Ball played up to Jota. Can't deal with it under pressure from the defender. And Acrington Stanley have it back, and they're on making inroads now down the wing, but they kick it out for a throw into Liverpool. Well, it's been routine, guys. It's been routine. We could have maybe had more goals, I guess you could argue. We probably should have started the second half a bit better than we did. We allowed them into the game in the first 10 minutes or so of that second half. I felt they started to get some joy. They're putting us under pressure. Coming out. Once we controlled the ball again, they had to sort of go back and take shape, because obviously in their minds they don't want to have a situation where they get hammered. They'll be trying to avoid that at all costs. So they kind of went more defensively in their shape. We got our third goal, and now it's just petering out as a game, really, in the sense that obviously we've got those 3-0 up with 89 minutes on the clock. Chiesa takes a long shot and scores. What a goal by Chiesa. Oh, that's a good goal. Where's this man been? Why are we not playing him? Why? Talk of homesickness, talk of, you know, um, oh, he's homesick, and he's a lot of fitness issues. I don't see anything from him out there that tells me that he's not why any fitness issues whatsoever. To be quite honest with you, he's picking up some great positions. That's a nice shot too. That is a lovely ball. You know, would a top level keeper save that? They might have got across to that. It was a bit of a grass cutter, um, but it was well away from the keeper. It's a good goal as well. I'm pleased for Chiesa. Really am. He's had a terrible time since he's been at Liverpool, and he's got a smile on his face. Right, 5 minutes added on, guys. It's 4-0 to Liverpool. Goal scorers are Jota, Trent Arnold, Dans, and now Chiesa. Just scored the fourth one there. It's been a cruise. I mean, we have to keep it clear. I mean, it has been a cruise. Apart from the first 10 minutes of the second half, where they tried to be a bit more, getting forward. They were closing us down better, and we just didn't particularly start that second half well either. But once we got control back again, it's just they've never looked like doing anything. Right now, it's down with Harvey Elliott in the corner. Um, yeah, controls to keep it in, but then can do nothing more. Oh, nice dummy there from. Nice dummy from Connor Bradley, who plays it into the box, and the ball is played. I think that's who was that? Off their defender, was it? Looks like, yeah. Anyway, corner to us. Simicast's going to take it. Let's have 5. We want 5. Right. Sorry, guys. Looks like a delivery dog is barking. I'll just put it on mute, guys, for a sec while I deal with this. Sorry, guys, about that. So I've got 3 minutes to go, or 2.5 minutes to go, really, now. 4-0. Bit of breeze. The keeper's down now receiving treatment. I didn't see that, unfortunately. Looks like it might just be cramp, possibly. Don't know. He's holding his ankle. Maybe he's had a knock. Didn't see that happen. So I'm on the road to 100 subscribers, guys. So if you do watch this, please subscribe. I really appreciate it. My first milestone, 100 subscribers. And thank you to the 80 odd that have already subscribed. I really do appreciate that. So the keeper's receiving treatment at the moment. So they're just panning around the Acrington Stanley fans and Liverpool fans. Keeper's up now. I think he's looking okay to carry on. Tomorrow is Tamworth versus Tottenham. Millwall, Dagenham Redbridge. And the game's on ITV anyway, coming up. Right, we're back underway, guys, and it's Simicast. Plays it back to the keeper. Plays it out to Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa plays it back to the keeper after coming under a bit of pressure. Kwanzaa forward to Elliott. Elliott doesn't want to get robbed there, which he does, but we get the free kick. Otherwise, they'd have been right bearing down on goal there. That's it. Game over. So there we are, guys. That's the end of the match, and that's it. 4-0. Good game all round. We had some minutes for Chiesa, who looked really good. Come on, took his goal well. Some keepers, I think, could have saved that. It wasn't the hardest hit shot, but it was well away from the keeper, so it was well timed, well struck goal. But a goal from Jadon Dancer came on as a sub, and in the first half, of course, we had Jota and Trent Arnold. So all in all, good stuff. So anyway, like and subscribe, guys. Probably my first proper watch along on this platform anyway. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Appreciate that. And I shall catch you again soon.